click. Where's my screen? This one here. This here. And this here. Okay. Okay, where am I at? Come on. Broadcast. Start.
Is it playing now? We don't care about them anymore.
And this is a really awesome thing for a Christian. But you see, in and of itself, it can cause you more problems. And Peter knows that. He knows when we begin to live a life for Christ that's countercultural, that's different from what the world is calling us to do, that people notice, and not always for the good. It tells us
in verse 5 and verse 4, of course your former friends are surprised when you no longer plunge into the flood of wild and destructive things they do. So they slander you. What is happening here? When our former friends, or when people who used to
live godless lives with us, or who knew us before we were all in for Christ, when they begin to see us act in this way, or maybe our neighbors or our co-workers see us acting in an upright, upstanding way, they can't wrap their heads around anything other than what the world tells them is what we should strive for. The world is calling us, and our sinful nature is calling us to please self, to gratify pleasure, to be all about what pleases me and what I desire and what's next. And you see, God's kingdom is inside out, upside down, and backwards. It's different than that. It's about surrender. It's about coming to serve instead of be served. It's about allowing suffering in our lives so that we can be an example for Christ. It's different. And the world can't wrap their head around that. And they begin to think there's something wrong with you. And so they slander you and they try to make your life harder. And this was happening in Peter's day. Other people were often the cause of Christians being arrested and persecuted. Their neighbors, their friends, because they couldn't understand why these people were so different, why they wouldn't be part of the pagan festivities or the parties or the awful things
they used to be part of. And so they would slander and they would